Hi, I'm Beaver Buddy. Get ready for a magical children's story with a heartwarming moral about embracing your emotions with courage and compassion. Wait, hold on, I do. Have you ever heard of a frog who felt too much? In the middle of the whispering swamp lived Lilo, a bright green frog whose feelings changed the color of the water. When Lilo was happy, the swamp glowed gold. When he was sad, it turned deep blue. When scared, a soft purple mist rolled over the reeds and curled through the air. The other swamp creatures admired the beauty, but didn't understand Lilo's powerful emotions. They called him the Moody Marsh and kept their distance. Lilo longed to join the nightly lily pad dances, but he worried his shifting moods would make the water too wild for others to enjoy the fun. One evening, a curious guest arrived, Zuna, a firefly with no glow. She had traveled from far away, hoping to find light in the darkness of her heart. Lilo was sitting on a rock, feeling lonely. As he blinked back a tear, the swamp shimmered in silver. Zuna gasped. It was the most beautiful thing she'd ever seen. "Did you do that?" she asked. Lilo nodded shyly. "My feelings changed the water," he whispered. Zuna hovered closer, fascinated by the shimmering swamp. "I lost my light months ago," she sighed. "Now I don't even buzz right." Lilo's eyes widened. "Maybe the swamp can help," he offered gently. That night, Zuna followed Lilo as he leaped from leaf to leaf. With every hop, the water changed. Emerald, rose gold, sapphire. Zuna's wings began to flicker. "It tickles," she giggled. The swamp glowed with pink warmth. For the first time in ages, Zuna felt something she thought she'd lost: joy. Over the next few days, Zuna and Lilo played, laughed, and explored. The swamp became a living rainbow, attracting animals from all corners of the forest. "You have magic in you," said Zuna. Lilo smiled. "It's not magic, it's feelings. Big ones. They just spill out." Zuna looked down. "I wish I had that." Lilo placed a lily petal on her head. "You do. You just need space to feel again." The swamp shimmered gold as a soft tune rose from the water itself. But something strange happened the next morning. The swamp was gray. No shimmer, no music. Zuna buzzed nervously. "Lilo, are you okay?" Lilo shook his head. "I don't know. I feel nothing." The swamp didn't stir. It was silent. Still. For the first time, the water had no color at all. Worried, Zuna flew through the swamp, gathering every friend they'd made. She told them about Lilo, the magic, and the sudden silence. "He gave us beauty," said a turtle. "He made my nest glow," said a heron. "And he made me feel brave," whispered a shy duckling. That night, they all gathered in the center of the swamp. Not to dance, but to feel. They shared their fears, hopes, and thanks. Out loud. Together. A single tear rolled down Lilo's cheek. It hit the water with a quiet splash, and suddenly, the swamp bloomed with light like never before. Zuna gasped. Her body lit up, brighter than the moon. Lilo blinked in awe. "Your light!" he exclaimed. "It's brighter than ever." "It came from you," said Zuna, glowing like sunrise. "You gave me space to feel, and now I want to give that back to you." The swamp pulsed with glowing tides, colors no one had names for. Lilo looked around. Everyone was holding each other. Even the moon reflected the joy. "I thought my feelings made me too much," Lilo whispered. Zuna flew to his nose. "No, they made this place magic. You are the heart of it all." From that night on, the swamp was never the same. It became a sanctuary where anyone could come to feel, cry, laugh, or dream. Zuna stayed by Lilo's side, guiding new visitors and sharing her glow. She'd finally found her light and her purpose. The other animals no longer called him Moody Marsh. They called him Heartkeeper, and they built floating lanterns to mirror the swamp's emotions. Each lantern carried a wish, a story, or a feeling. They danced along the currents, glowing brighter as they floated under starlit skies. Some nights, the swamp roared with color. Other nights, it whispered with mist. But every night, it pulsed with the warmth of shared hearts. Lilo no longer feared his emotions. He embraced them, and the swamp grew richer with every feeling he welcomed in. Moral: embracing your emotions with kindness can light the way for yourself and others. See you soon with more magical adventures, wonderful places, and heartwarming tales with Beaver Buddy.